for the recap stuffs.
Good to go.
We are good to go.
Our last session was session 50, The Last Breath of Despair. Fear ruled the battlefield. In the suffocating darkness of the long-abandoned gold mine, Velcris, a dragon of despair, sought to break the founders for the first time. Long before she could kill them, shaking hands, racing hearts, and creeping dread threatened to overwhelm the heroes as the ancient terror that stalked them through the shadow and stone. But Brackenhold champions endured. Through grit, determination, and no small amount of luck, the party weathered the dragon's assaults. As Velcris weakened and her strength began to fail, Fion seized the moment. The gunslinger's aim remained steady despite the fear gnawing at his mind. With a final thundering report, his bullet found its mark and Velcris fell. The dragon drew her last breath. And for the first time in countless years, the darkness of her lair felt just a little less oppressive. With the battle won, the founders turned their attention to the dragon's hoard. What adventurers wouldn't? Among the treasures hidden within the cavern was a cache of valuable cold iron, along with several strange discoveries. One of the most unsettling were corpses along the walls, figures suspended along them, one was wrapped in a vine-covered cloak, as though nature itself has claimed the body. Nearby was a dwarf clutching an unusual firearm, both the weapon and owner buried beneath a layer of ash. The group, wounded and exhausted, the group took time to recover. Injuries were tended, magical items examined, quiet conversation shared in the aftermath of victory. A gnome arrived, bearing trouble. The Deep One threat still lingered, and allies were gathering to confront it, and the founders agreed to join the coming battle. With approximately 20 hours left before the confrontation, preparations began, food was shared, and plans were made. The weary adventurers finally found a chance to rest, but for how long? Though one terror had fallen, another awaited beneath the dark waters ahead. You guys have long rested at this point. Maybe 12, 15 hours remain before this creature approaches. Or you can continue to hear it approaches silently through the tremor sense, Dizzy, and the other gnomes. Oak, you've been working on your spell list. Any other big preparations or things that you guys are wanting to do? Because you have some time.
Just
you have a little bit of
coming up
window.
with a plan. So Willow, you're gonna man the north cannon. I can shoot the south one. And volunteers for aimers for the two cannons.
Did we say if someone's hasted, they can single-handedly manage a cannon, or? I forgot how the action economy worked out with that.
I mean, I would let the extra quick in action be a fire with the cannon instead of a strike.
Okay. Well, can I handle the south one then by myself? If I'm hasted from Maya?
No, I
Sure,
have
in
haste
theory.
too. So
Shit, let's do that.
The cannon
I guess-
can move, so if you guys want it farther back, or in a different spot.
Yeah.
I considered actually casting summon construct to get some actions on cannons as well as if we needed to. I thought there was 3 cannons when I was thinking about this though.
I mean, there's technically 3 on the map, but...
Oh, no, there is. Yep, I'm sorry about this guy. Wait, no. This isn't a tile I can move. I moved this one in preparation. It is one of them. And the other one, actually, if you guys look inside here, was the second cannon. It's been wheeled out and brought up by the dock.
Okay.
So This one right here is just turned. I just can't get rid of this thing. It's part of the map. And those spare cannonballs inside the tower have also been located up to the north by the dock. Dizzy, you are approached by what looks like the eldest or senior of the Umbral gnomes, and
There are some of us that can help as well. The druids will be assisting from a distance, but there are 3 others that don't have duties yet. They can help with cannon. They can try to hold the line.
I think. Oh,
these basically 3 gnomes here that don't have duties either.
Shoot, one round? Or is that not feasibly possible in 5 seconds?
The more people that are there taking actions, the cannon doesn't take initiative.
Oh.
it's gonna be like a Formula One pit stop.
Yeah, and if I'm not, and this may be Obi's things, but keep in mind there are some times where, like, if you don't have 3 actions to move the cannon, you could put 2 actions into it this round and then continue with another action in the following round. Yeah, there's some flexibility I read in the rules if we want to have that conversation.
To move these cannons, it's 3 actions all at once. It's not like each 3 people can all do 1 action, because then when does the cannon actually move?
Yeah, well, I was talking about if one person was trying to move the cannon by themselves over the course of 2 turns.
Yeah, they can move it by themselves in 1 turn.
Maybe having them around to potentially move a cannon if we need it moved would be good. They can just be like readied in position, and then
That's a good idea. They'll be ready in case some of you fall. They can take on arms in the cannon or help you move it.
And he shouts at, yells out some orders to these 3 gnomes, and they kind of like, one stays here with you, Aldrich, and the other 2 go north to the dock area to kind of.
I just worry ain't like my lord said, I ain't gonna be much useful with something out in the water. I can use my bow, it ain't gonna hit very fucking hard, but
Got a
I
big
think we're much more useful on the cannons.
I agree, the cannon should be the focus. Where are the 2 cannons located? By the water?
One's up by the dock up here, and the other one's right by Aldrich.
I see. Still feel that summoning a construct would help with the cannons. Either way. Oh, it's just amending a cannon wherever the location be. Either it would be with Eldrick or with Willow.
All right. Preparations are made. kind of
Where you
skirt the
going?
lakeside.
What's
Gotta give
the?
it a minute.
I'd stand maybe
Well,
up
I'm gonna-
here so you're not in fucking grab and drown range.
Well, I was gonna like swim out there
Oh
Drown.
shit.
to start. How? But I was gonna. How far can the cannons shoot, like feasibly? Do we think?
150 feet is their range increment.
Then I'd want to be. Is there range increment? So they could shoot. Or he probably won't surface that far out, right?
What if you dangle your worm in the water?
True.
Morty dangles worm in the water.
Could I spend a little bit of time, like, knowing what we've talked about with the gnomes, kind of getting like an estimate on its height? If it, assuming it was like walking along the floor, like about how far out would it probably be poking its head out from shore? Does that make sense?
Maybe 60 feet, 70, 80 feet. For sure, we should be seeing it from. We've never seen its whole body, only its head. I've seen its chest once.
Okay, maybe I will stick on the shoreline then. We'll be like out here.
These preparations take hours. You guys study over your spells, check in with each other. A meal, a quote unquote final meal is had, and Dizzy, that's kind of what you overhear right from some of the Umbral gnomes. Once final preps are done, you can smell and you can overhear a bunch of chatter about them cooking as fantastic of a feast as they can with the food supplies they have here. You hear a bunch of cursing about dwarven affair, and the meat is way too salty and not enough other types of foods, but they're making a bit of a feast here in the final hour or two before they suspect this
People
is
are
bad.
fucking making food, and I'm not involved. I'll come over and take over.
What are you doing?
He's like slaps one of your hands away as you go to reach for like a seasoning.
I like taste it and adjust for salt. It's like
Exceptionally spicy.
it's like the Ratatouille scene where like there's like that fight going on and he just does the one little shake.
Yeah, this guy is not a chef by no means. You can tell he knows how to prepare food decently, but doesn't work with anything near the amount of ingredients and fare that you're used to. So, but in 30 minutes, an hour, teamwork of gnomes, Willow,
The only
after
food
Oh,
more
sorry.
important than like a regular meal feast is what potentially will be these people's like last meal. It needs to be good.
if Dizzy relays any of that, but that's what he overhears is that many of these gnomes are talking about having a last meal and celebration of their freedom.
I will not relay the bad news.
You'll not relay the what?
That they're talking about they're gonna die.
Oh, Willow's already like preparing, like in her mind it was a last meal situation too.
Yeah.
Not for us, for them. I'm gonna count down 10 basic ingredients, 10 rations.
There's a ton of food here. The dwarves.
Yeah, well,
Have
you
this
just
place
said how
pretty well
salty their shit
prepared.
is, so I'm
Well, he's complaining. You know, yeah, it's a different cuisine.
then we get
I mean, you zoom in on that pot though, it don't look too bad.
2 special ingredients. I'll even, if you let me, I can even actually roll what kind of food it is. Bonuses.
Roll me a hidden cooking lore check. And as the food is prepared and offered up to everybody, who is eating?
Food's food. Maya will eat.
Same.
Yes, he is eating.
Gotta keep my strength up.
Everybody's eating?
Hell yeah.
Probably just poisoned everybody.
No, it's okay. If you have eaten, it sounds like everybody's eaten. Roll. I'll just do it here. Whoops. 2 die 8. You get that many temporary hit points. 11.
You'd
So
like
if you
that.
want your character sheet, just to the left of your current HP, you can type in temp HP.
Like mini Heroes Feast.
Few minutes, the meal is ended. Aldrich, ever steady on the cannon there. You see like a strange ripple wave kind of like wash ashore that seems out of ordinary. There's 5 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds go. Another one. Another one. Dizzy, about 100 yards. It's dark. It gets a little closer. Do you have dark vision?
I have low light.
The only one with dark vision is Oak.
You can't see exactly what it is, but you see a large shape rise up out of the water. You study it for a moment. Oak, you're there too. You're on the edge. The very edge of your dark vision, you see what looks like an immense webbed hand just reaching up out of the water. And it stays there. It's only about a foot or two up out of the water, but it's immense. It must be almost 10 feet across.
The hand or the head?
The hand.
Okay.
Oh, that must be our little temporary hit point bar.
There will be no
And it
face.
goes by 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour goes by. Finally, the hand bloop submerges down below the water. You all hear, and those ripples just kind of like magnify. Something from deep under the water, Dizzy, 100 yards out or so, roars from underneath, and it like a sonic wave comes through the water, and the footsteps get faster. Dizzy, about 100 feet out off of the map here, you start to see this immense aquatic fish man face rise. That the head must be 20 feet across. It continues to rise, water spilling off of it, seaweed, kelp. You see some sort of fish fall off its head and flapping like it's stuck on its shoulder. It continues to rise. Everyone, roll for initiative.
I'm scared. I don't want to.
That's too damn bad.
Is he an observed foe?
Yeah, I would say at this point he is coming into vision. He's not this close yet. He's about, I'm gonna say about 100 feet from Dizzy. And you see a face and shoulders basically rising up out of the water, you see what looks like a small, like, whirlpool, almost of like a vortex of water spinning around him. And like one hand pulls itself out. He's trying to like swim faster as the water is getting shallower to him. This creature, as it continues to rise, Dizzy, you guessing the depth, is at least 50, maybe 60 feet tall. Roll for the gnomies. Yes, these guys would be in place. They're not.
Initiative medicine.
This guy's over here. Aldrich, you asked if this creature is an observed foe, and he is. And he's way at the edge, barely in light. There's a little bit of like bioluminescent clinging to a stalagmite. Yeah. Just barely illuminating some of his face. And about 100 feet offshore from Dizzy, this immense white-eyed creature rises up enough for you to see his whole face and some of his shoulders and like one of his arms.
I will lift my sword and point it at him and yell out a mighty battle cry. Attempt to use my free action to demoralize him. This ought to go well.
Well, at the start of your turn, very similar to the dragon, as this thing gets larger and larger and larger, the knees buckle for a moment, palms get sweaty as you go to grip onto the cannon, which we're going to assume is already loaded. Give me a frightful presence. Will save there. Hey, Xbox just randomly went into like big screen mode here. What the hell? Aldrich. There's some scary shit down here in the Underdark. And as you see this creature continue to rise and guess its size, you are frightened too, but also a creature that fails its save is also slowed 1.
That's great.
As you just second guess almost everything. Are we really diving into this thing? So you don't have to do the fear, knowing that you would have been frightened and slowed 1 at the start of your turn. That's your call. But
All right, well, I guess I'll first have 2 actions. How long does slow last?
1, it'll fade at the end of your
Okay.
turn. Thing.
Yeah, I can't really do anything. Cannon's already loaded. I need to aim it. It's 3
No,
actions. Right?
No, just fire. Aim it only
Okay,
if you need
fire.
to move the cannon and rotate it.
Okay. All right, I'm firing then. What do I do? Just regular attack?
Target the cannon, and then if you click on the fire button, you'll see blast the cannon attack with plus 25.
I don't see that.
No. Double click the cannon?
I cannot.
Oh. What the heck? Hold on here. Well, shit. Sorry, guys. Flag on the play here.
Do they need to be like green to us or yellow?
Yeah, but I gotta change that in. Can you do it now?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, okay. I see.
Click the little action tab, click fire. Okay.
Well, that makes it way easier. All right.
Fire at will. Yeah. Almost a crit with the first shot. So roll damage. Did you target it when you did it?
I do
It
have
looks
them
targeted.
targeted. But that's
Oh.
probably me, not like the cannon. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, select the cannon, target the dude. It's okay. You hit, so just
Oh,
roll
I
that
see.
damage. That's in success right there.
So you have to target him again if you're in the cannon. Yeah, I understand.
The cavern resonates in this cacophonous boom. You guys thought fighting next to Fion would be loud. Oak, your ears just scream and like your ears are ringing. This cannon is immensely loud, but it seems to do some work. And a huge 36-pound cannonball just detonates out of this thing, flies 100+ feet across the water, smashing into this thing. Now, yes, only having one action left at this point, you're kind of hosed.
Yes. Yeah. So end my turn.
He is 100 feet offshore. He has to. He's going to spend all 3 actions, and he's going to end up right here where he is. But actually, I hosed you again, Aldrich. You can reload the cannon. You're not slowed or frightened because he's 100 feet offshore. You're outside of his frightened.
We'll just assume I reloaded the cannon then for my last 2 actions.
Yeah. Yeah, my bad. But unfortunately, he went second and he moved up close to shore, so that doesn't go next, Mike. Suffer the consequences. You're so slow.
Do you see him? I heard him. Where is he?
You'll use all 3 actions to move out onto the dock. Oak.
Oak is going to call on the watery flora of kelp and seaweed to try to slow this fucker down.
Whoa, flower effect.
This is really good animation.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's coming right out of his. It's coming out of his mouth. That's awesome.
It is. It's a 3. He fails.
He's got a thorny fucking
Minus 10
thing
to-
coming out of his mouth.
All right, that was 2 actions, and for my last action, I think I'm going to go somewhere safer because fuck this.
Oh, as you stride behind and leave, Dizzy, you see it too. The tangling flora vines burst up aquatically. You superpower some kelp out of the floor, some subterranean aquatic plant. You see creatures get brought up to the surface with it that you didn't even know were here. Several of these smaller, man-sized deep ones that were just below the surface, swimming along, surrounding their king, get all encompassed, and as they slow to a crawl by the vines, you see, I think he got 2 of them. Yeah, he did. They are also subjected. Does that just stay there? Last 1 minute?
1 minute.
Good opener, huh?
Yeah.
Difficult terrain.
The
Wasn't bad,
Unrolled Druid comes up next to you, Oak. You see a very wide-eyed, like, nod of affirmation, like seeing what you just did there. He targets the deep one. Overhearing possibly some of Dizzy's preparation, knowing this thing would be coming from the water, he will target it with a level 3 hydraulic push. Frost mages go.
Dice aren't showing up for me.
This guy has got to move all 3 times to get up here. Willow, you're up. Oh, you're not coming through.
Okay, I have the cannon targeted. That's myself. I have the deep one targeted. I will. It's 1 action to fire.
1 action to fire. So, unfortunately, in this situation,
Yes. This is a different cannon.
yeah, okay.
You were gonna tell me I had to reload?
No, I
What?
just feel like we need to aim. You just might need to aim it.
Okay.
You gotta rotate it up to 180 degrees.
Okay.
And you can move it forward if you want as you
Right.
do that.
Yeah.
It's like move it forward up to 15 feet and turn it out towards him.
Sure.
I didn't mean to like hose you there, but he was gonna come up on one side or the other, and
It's fine. Alright, that's my turn.
this guy will use 2 actions to get 30 feet. He looks to you and looks at the cannon and
Do it.
points to the fire button. It's like, is that right?
I give him the thumbs up.
Oh, okay. I guess it doesn't track actually because it's a vehicle or something, but that is unfortunately a miss with the dice roll there. He used 2 actions to move and 1 to fire, so he's actually tanked. That's it. Beyond. I know a thing or two about reloading these things. Moves up and will reload it. Theon has quite an expert with firearms. He's a master actually. Already has cannonball in hand and puts the clean plume thing out. He's able to reload it in 1 turn. Quick reload. Being a gunslinger, it's his whole specialty. So he moved, reloaded, and he will also fire the cannon. Another 3. All right, DM's not showing up to help you guys. Dizzy, you're up. Oh, sorry. I hosed Oak too, but Dizzy, I host myself. Being so close to this creature, I do need some frightful presence. Oak, will you roll that too? I'm not gonna undo anything you did. Just,
The will save?
yeah. Not bad for not calling it out. You just crush it.
Try and acid grip this thing.
It's a reflex save on my part. Oh. It's a success. We can still move him 5 feet away.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna move him to the left 5 feet.
That.
Yep. And then we're gonna ride back.
Basically 15 feet to get that back being slowed.
Maya.
Where you at, girl? Oh, you're up there.
Maya will spend 3 actions to summon a construct. Animated armor.
Okay.
It's a level 3 spell to do that. I'm basically just using that animated armor next to the cannon to load the cannon again and take a shot.
Cannon get, or the construct gets 3 actions once you summon them.
Technically, minions only get 2 actions, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, so you need a thing for him, like a little token.
Yes.
Does it give you one?
When I click the summon button, I'll be honest with you, I've never summoned anything.
When you cast it, anything pop up?
No, I just showed it in the corner. It did use a 3rd level spell. And it just popped that thing in the corner. I didn't see any pop-ups. Sorry, first
All
time
right,
summoner here, guys.
Yep, no, I'll have to work on that. I'll work on that. That's should be more prepared.
It'll just reload the cannon then at this point.
All right, so he's going to be right next to the cannon with Fion and the other gnome, and to get the cannon reloaded. I'll put
Yep,
Fion over
and I'll read my turn.
These guys go next turn. Aldrich, you're up.
Alright. I already reloaded. I don't need to aim. So I'll fire.
Again, one off a crit.
And I will reload. That's it.
The Deep One Elder. He will use all 3 of his actions to do a watery void. He's going to summon it right on top of the cannon. I think that's within 60 feet of him. Oh, yeah. A vortex of water just starts to swirl around in that 20-foot area. You feel like this horrific void energy also encompassing you. Like those reflex saves. Aldrich Oak and these 2 gnomes right here.
I don't know if this is worth using a hero point for. Oh, what does a critical failure do?
My targeting's messing up here.
Double damage and prone minus 10
Oh, I
foot.
see. It's marked as critical success. Yeah. I think I'm gonna reroll this.
Oh.
Okay, that's weird. Oh, these gnomes are having a bad day.
And the damage doesn't look too bad. The 10-foot's probably going to be something you're going to have to contend with. Or the
Oh, I just re-rolled it with a hero point. I'm not fucking around with
All
that right now.
If you fail, you take 15 points of water damage, bludgeoning damage, and then you also take 11 points of void damage. If you failed also, you get minus 10 to your speed while you're in the void. These two gnomes, unfortunately, get rocked. Wait a minute. You pulled in my guy there. What? All right, we'll move past his turn because something's bugging with my targeting. Your construct reloaded the cannon, I think.
Yes, he did.
No, don't mess it up twice. Oh. Might be a crit. It's critical. Oh my god. 124 points of damage.
Damn.
You see this cannonball go into like this creature's chin area, blast through its whole jawbone, and just go through the other side and keep going and sploosh 50, 60 feet, off the map. And you're... and this gnome has 2 actions left, and he will he'll reload. Oak, you are in this void. You probably want to move out of it. You have a minus. You succeeded at your save. Critically succeeded.
Yep. Okay, sorry. I'm thinking. I think I'm going to haste Aldrich. And get out of dodge a little bit. Is that? I don't want to be too far from him. Oh, that's 75 feet. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm good.
You're dead.
I'm not dead. I'm done.
Minus 10 to their speeds. They have a 5-foot speed right now. They gotta get out. And all 3 actions to move 15 feet out of the void. Is it starts their turn, ends their turn? End their turn. Okay. Shoo. They were gonna be goners. Willow, right next to Fion, one of these smaller, deep ones, pulls himself up out of the docks. And will target Fion with a claw and a bite. Whoop. Do a minus there. You don't see him?
Ah,
Okay, so.
there he is.
There he is.
There he is. Willow, you're up.
target this guy. And I will tumble behind. That's a 1.
Only a failure.
So I instead end up in front of him. I don't go behind him. And stab him. I'll stab him again.
That one strike, you feel like you felt his strength just kind of like fade on the melee strike there. Like you almost just took him out with that.
As I strike him the second time, I'm gonna like kick his body like off of my fork, like into the water. If he goes down.
He goes down and slides off into the... Dizzy, next to you, another one of those smaller creatures moves up. He has a speed of 25, so it's 10. Looks left and right for a target, and then continues his movement and gets right up to Morty. You're up sitting on top of him, and he's kind of like clawing and biting at Morty's like legs. And you'll go ahead and bite and then claw. Jesus, these things. Cannon needs reloaded. Whole turn to reload and fire. Goodness, these cannons.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I would not want to be hit by one cannon.
So, Dizzy, you're right up there close. Aldrich, you're right up there close. You see massive gaping holes in this creature, probably which is big enough for Willow to climb right through. And it's slowing. It's already staggering, and it's not looking. These wounds are just leaking so much blood, and the creature's basically like got its torso exposed, and like it was kind of like crouching down with only its head, and it's now standing up fully, and you can see like its whole chest, but like its waist down is still submerged. So it has to move twice. And then same thing, seeing its ally has a target, we'll come over here and take one claw attack at Morty. Theon will also reload the cannon and fire. Uh-oh. All right, I got to roll a flat check of 5. On a natural 1, these cannons have a chance to have a problem. So flat check 5.
Leon's gonna take us out.
Okay. This one's not working right. One of these gnomes did something. He reloaded fire, and then his last action, Theon's gonna move away from the cannon now that something's wrong with it, blaming the gnomes.
Didn't reload 2 actions.
for him, it's 1.
Oh.
He's got quick reload.
Oh, shit.
Dizzy, you're up. 2 of these things swinging at Morty, chomping at his hooves, and Morty's rising up into the air, keeping himself out of arm's reach.
First thing, Morty's gonna try and headbutt these guys. I think
Head's
so.
still up in the air, from dodging those claw attacks, and he just comes back down, horns leveled with vengeance. 6 points of damage. 1 crack. Horns meets amphibious skull, and you hear a blubberous, shattering sound,
Sickening
and this
black.
thing crunch, and this thing just falls back. Eyes go from a pale to like a lidless black, and it just falls back into the water.
And I will cast Acid Grip on the big guy again.
Save.
Push him
Not a
back
good success.
5 feet.
Away from you?
Away.
Diagonal.
Diagonal would be ideal. I think technically that is 5 feet, but
Yeah, I can't. It won't let me pull him off that more. I got you.
he's good there. And then last action, I will cast Protect Companion. It's rare that I know Morty is going to be attacked, but I will extend a magical shield to him.
Maya.
Maya will use an action to move over to the cannon and an action to try and figure out what's wrong with it.
You have crafting, anything like that?
I do have crafting already. Like that.
Give me some craft. That's the DC I was looking for. In Fion's haste, trying to quickly reload this thing, he basically put way too much black powder stuffed into it, and it needs cleared basically. And part of that crafting check will auto success, but it will create basically 1 action to clear the cannon's chamber.
She'll use her sustain action to have the animated armor attempt to properly load the cannon after that.
The animated armor puts his mechanical arm down into the cannon and just kind of reaches in there, and he pulls out a big clump of stuffed black powder and a little bit of moisture actually from where this creature leaped out of the dock. Water got down inside the cannon, and spends an action, gets it all cleared out with your guidance.
That's good.
It's operational. Oh, this one dead? Nope. Let me go back here. Not dead. Morty is attacked indeed. It's 0 for 6 hit these guys. Aldrich? You're up, sir.
Yes, your watery void. Did you roll the check to see how many rounds it lasts?
He hasn't
Was it
had
1d4?
his second turn, so he can sustain it for up to 4 rounds.
Ah, okay, I see.
And then he can't use it again. So on his turn,
okay, I
he can choose to spend 1 action to keep it there, and move it 15 feet.
I see. Okay. Well,
You technically wouldn't know he can move it, but it looks like he has control over it, and it's aggressive.
yeah. I have a feeling even if I move the cannon, it's just gonna fall on me. I'm gonna take damage anyway. So I think I'm just gonna blast. We're blasting. If that misses, I will use my hero.
That is a miss, sir. AC 32.
Alright. I can't right click and reroll the hero points. So let me do this. Just roll again.
Yeah. Yep, roll on to 10. Manually. That's a hit. That's a crit. Oh, man.
S-
The last one did 120. That might do it.
Heroic. It's heroic as you try to light the cannon, it doesn't go off eventually.
That's 2 11s. Oh my god. Did you guys hear what I said his hit points was?
No.
Maybe I didn't say it.
Like 5, 6, maybe.
Kingmaker chat right here. That's what's remaining. Look at his crit.
Well,
Dude.
that's why they call it the hero point.
55 damage turns into 110. The exact amount of HP remaining on this thing to be defeated here. Those cannons. For about 30 seconds, the sound of this cavern was cacophonous. In fact, you guys look around, nothing in your ears. Like, Aldrich, you got a little trickle of blood. Like, you're kind of partially deafened. You can hear, but someone's need to, like, yell at you. Same thing, kind of like everyone over here on this, like, dock. It fades after about a minute or so. Every other person has a little bit of, like, eardrum rupturing from how loud these cannons were, how close you are, the echoing from the subterranean cavern. This thing roars this most monstrous Murloc-like sound and sinks and falls back and disappears beneath the waves. As he yells out, all the other ones quickly, with whatever there's only one.
There's 2, and then there's 2 in the water.
Oh yeah, 2.
There's 4.
Yeah, they're not having a good day either, but they immediately tried to leap off and look like the head out of here.
Kill them
Not their
before they
turn.
grow up.
The gnome underneath you, Maya, is absolutely amazed. He's going to target this guy here with a 2nd level acid grip.
I'm absolutely amazed too.
Fail. We can move him 10 feet closer.
You're not going anywhere.
Oh, you're up.
Alright.
That entangling Flora's gas for 1 minute, no sustain. That's good.
Difficult terrain is underrated. Yeah, fireball.
These things have no resistance to fire, surprisingly. For some reason it wants Aldrich to keep making your save. Crit failure. This guy dies. And 23. They have 24 hit points. This guy's essentially dead. He's at 1 hit point.
Well, I only have... for my last action, I'm going to turn around and fart at his general direction and call it a day. Oh, yeah, I do have auto targeted. Oops. I am a feral creature. This is true. But I am done my turn.
Then they'll finish it. I think with that, Oh no, there's still one left. 2 left. I'm sorry. Willow, you're up. These things want nothing to do with you guys. They're scrambling to get offshore and back into the water as fast as you can. Oh, yeah, come through.
Willow's gonna try to be cool. So Willow is going to do a leaping tumble behind on this guy. Well, I guess it's really a tumble over. This is the scene I'm gonna lay. Let's see what the dice say. She's gonna do a leap, stab it in the eye, and try to land here. And depending on if it's dead or not, then we'll go from there. But I guess we should start with phase 1, which is tumble behind.
Doesn't say you suck. Nice. Critical success.
So as she's doing that, she is forking him in the eye.
That's all you guys gotta do. Fork people in the eye. 55 damage. What do you guys need cannons for?
Then as she's landing, she's gonna take her other fork and she's gonna whip it at this guy. So as she pulls one fork out, and as she's flipping, she's in the air still, and she's gonna toss the other one while still making her landing.
Jeez. I think the dice agree. You are being a badass. Yeah, 107 damage, 110 from a cannon. That's
That's my turn.
They've all been defeated. As the last one screeches this ugliest gurgle of death and slides into the water away from Morty, combat comes to an end. Guys, get your XP.
Those cannons were a lot more effective than I thought they would be.
We were able to prepare perfectly, it seemed like. Our plans worked.
It all kind of came together.
I mean, realistically, probably should have moved this fucking cannon out on the dock to begin with.
You're right.
Yeah.
Let's do it over.
I'm just saying, that thing was fucking heavy. And,
The gnomes, in complete disbelief and amazement, are just kind of awestruck. Dizzy, you can hear some chatter amongst them.
I guess we're free. What do we do now, lads? Well, we do what we're really good at. We mine, and we find the most valuable ores. But there's so few of us now.
You could be part of something bigger. Varnhold is always looking for valuable allies similar to yourselves.
talking nonsense at their nonsense.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you guys group, I guess, on the lake shore, looking at this massive bloated corpse slowly sink like a ship.
Willow, like, cleans her forks, smells them, pulls them away, cleans them again.
Izzy's starting to tend to what little wounds there are to tend to.
The eldest approaches you. You can give you guys his name, I thought. Got any of them? Well, the one speaking at this moment, he introduces himself again to you, Dizzy, as Vexley. There's a couple names every time.
And Gnomish. So what happens now?
Well, we're looking to set up a mining operation here, so you're welcome. Keep working here if you want, and we'd appreciate your help.
Pulling precious ores from the world is our passion. But can we do it peacefully?
Of course. We'll protect the mines, and you give us some of the stuff you mine, and I think it'll work out good.
And no whips?
No whips.
Not such a bad deal. How will you protect us?
Peacefully down here. Well, we have a kingdom on the surface. We can send men down, and we'll come down occasionally to make sure everything is going well.
And the men that come down here, they'll respect our authority down here?
Of course.
He spits in his hand, wipes it along the dirt here, and then offers it out to you.
I'll shake his hand.
But did you spit in it and drag it in the dirt first?
No.
Might not be binding if you don't spit in your hand first.
Oak walks up and spits into his hand for him.
Just
Dizzy reflexively wipes it away on the dirt.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, there.
Handshake is done. That doesn't seem like the spit or dirt wiped is just his kind of formality.
Maybe he was cleaning his hand for you.
Sure.
We've checked the mines, and it looks like you've taken most of the refined ores already. A big shipment was just dumped out right before you arrived. We'll get to work on making more, but without the doors, the refinement process will be very slow. That's what they did. We pulled it out, they refined it. Now we can still pull it out, but if you want us to refine it, it's going to take a long time. We'll need to get someone down here to assist us with that. An expert.
You're looking to getting someone down here? Sure, we know someone who could do it.
Well, I'm Vexley. That there, the cranky one, is Sablet. Ask for us two.
I'll give him a nod and return to the group.
Vexley and Sablet, Sablet. Bexley is very soft-spoken and seems to be like the de facto leader or elder. Sublet is like his number 2 and is quite the opposite. Very short-tempered and ornery.
I suppose this whole transaction took place in Gnomish.
That's all they got, or Sakravoth. They technically can speak Petrin too, which is like Earth Elemental, but they've been speaking primarily Gnomish. Dizzy was responding to that earlier during like the diplomacy stuff.
Yep.
But that's all they got. They don't really have any other options.
Sounds good. We made an agreement with the gnomes, I suppose.
Probably quite worthless with what you do and where you're going, but one of me kin pilfered off one of the dwarves. Just a piece of paper.
And he hands it to you, Dizzy.
I'll give it a gander.
It's a scroll. Scroll of Veil of Privacy.
This is...
You just these guys just happen to have a scroll of privacy on them. I don't, they all do, but I'm not gonna say they all have one. Because they were slaves, and I just never actually checked their inventory.
I think I can use this scroll, right? I'll keep it on me.
Oh, he didn't know what to do with it, so
Never had any privacy before.
it is arcane, occult, and primal.
I'll put it in my bags.
You erect
Thank you.
protective wards that make the air difficult. Veil of Privacy. Oh, alright, so one creature or object, duration 8 hours, make it very difficult to be scryed on and shit like that. Floor's your guys. The gnomes kind of expressed that they're going to take the next day or two to take order and inventory of everything that remains, and then start processing out new fields. It doesn't look like they go up from here. There's such a plethora here. They haven't really had a need to go up, you know, to extend into your surface area. So when you guys were descending down, the upper level where you guys fought the wraiths and stuff, there were veins of gold there also. So this is a very fancy gold mine, luxury mine. It's going to produce double.
Nice.
I will say it's probably only a matter of time before they need our protection here. We came across so many hostile things just in the short while we've been here, and I doubt that the dwarves are all gone at this point as well.
Speaking of hostile things, we still gotta deal with that fucking bug that escaped. Just saying.
It was some sort of demon.
Yeah,
from a
many
plane that was
eyes,
not
many
from
wings,
here.
and many legs. It was a fucking bug.
Maybe it'll just fly to our enemy's kingdom, and they'll have to deal with it.
Gonna come across a lot more than it, just trying to track it down, but
Sometimes your
here for
optimism's
whatever.
endearing, Dizzy, and sometimes it concerns me, hun.
I like to refer to it as realism.
She doesn't seem put off. She like puts her arm around you, like we can only hope for the best kind of thing.
And she doesn't seem offended, but she's just saying like, this is why I say the things I do. She just doesn't expect us to find that thing. But then again, she doesn't track stuff either, so she would just probably never be able to find it.
I'm hitting my coffee cup, just dashing away for a minute while I listen to you guys RP and tell me where you guys are headed next.
Did you say coffee cup?
That's a coffee
Oh,
cup.
I
It
thought-
says I'm stepping away for a second.
Ignore me.
It's what he puts
is 9
in the
o'clock.
coffee cup that counts.
Almost.
I've got a Moscow Mule in my coffee cup right now.
I took an edible earlier and it hasn't kicked in yet, and I'm sad.
How earlier? Like an hour?
Yeah.
This is how people overdose on edibles.
I don't think you can OD on edibles. I would have
No.
probably done that by now.
No, you can't OD on, but I mean,
Have too much, yeah.
yeah, or be in a place they'd rather not be in as well.
Yeah.
So,
some people will
fun
go to the
fact about
hospital.
me.
over-
If I smoke weed, and it's specifically flower, if I smoke weed and drink at the same time, and I overdo either one of them, I will sleepwalk like crazy. And last time I did it, I was staying at my friend's house, and I thought I had a whole moment where I sat down on her couch. I slept walked to her couch and could have sworn up and down that I just peed on her couch thinking it was a toilet. But that was also not true. I didn't actually pee. I just had this hallucinating thing where I thought I was sleepwalking and peeing on the couch, but it never actually happened.
'Cause you
I
would-
don't combine the two anymore.
What did I come back to?
Look.
Pants.
Either sit for the whole conversation or don't judge, okay?
Jay sleptwalked the other
Yeah,
day.
you were still just dreaming. I can get that.
Jay sleptwalked the other day. Hasn't done it in forever, but we got these like nets for their doors, trying to keep the cats out, which FYI does not work. They are able to get past it. Anyway, he sleepwalks, and I think he like bumped into the net and got like ricocheted, and like
Bounced off
He
the
bounced
wall,
off,
woke up,
fell.
Skinned knee and shit.
yeah, he said he woke up on the floor, like between like his bathroom door and bedroom door, and like he had a skinned knee,
Oh,
his
that's not
head hurt,
good.
and I'm like, kind of think maybe the net was a good idea, because who knows what he would have gotten into or how much worse he would have gotten hurt.
My
Yeah,
cousin.
I had-
Oh, go ahead, Bob.
I had an uncle that used to he used to take, I don't remember, it was Ambien or something like that, and then he would sleepwalk, sleep cook eggs, sleep eat eggs, and then go back to sleep.
I was gonna say my cousin got caught trying to sleep cook, and luckily my uncle
Sleep
stopped her
cooking.
before she could.
Oh, he was successful a couple of times sleep cooking and sleep eating.
Jeez.
And you just have the evidence of what he was doing in the trash can.
Butter and grease
Yeah.
fucking everywhere.
I don't recall sleep washing the dishes afterwards being included in that conversation, but
Of course not, because even in his dreams, you know, he forgets how to do that.
I'm back. With your plan, you guys prepared to head out of here, or what are you guys doing?
I'm up for whatever the group wants to do. Of course.
We can just say
We did
full shift in the Underdark campaign if you want.
full Underdark campaign. Let's go. I'm gonna build a boat right now, and we're gonna sail this lake, whatever the shit is.
Yeah, is there a big forge on the other side?
You guys don't remember the other map?
No,
There's a lot of paths.
I think he's referring to Baldur's Gate at this
Oh,
Yeah, that was, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we
Let's
should
roll forge.
probably get back. This ain't even, like, I mean,
But this is what we came here for, but it's not. It was a little more than what we bargained.
extended edition for sure, because, you know, we came to clean up the surface. We didn't even know about the under part. But I guess we wiped away those cobwebs too, for the most part.
We will need to consider what's going to take for these people to be safe here and what we can do to supplement this operation. But we've done as much as we're going to be able to do for now.
Beyond speaks up. We show we found all the valuables.
I don't know. Everything that I even came around was empty. Like, I couldn't find nothing.
Searched every cabinet. I don't think there's anything left behind.
I'm surprised this cannon's not in Fion's backpack somewhere.
Can we take that with us?
But yeah, I think we should head up, report to the corporal, let him know what's going on, and maybe he can rest in peace.
I will allow a wizard or somebody to work on a spell like miniaturize.
That's a thing.
And
Yeah.
it can't be done
Shrink
on
item.
shrink item, is that a thing?
It's
Pathfinder
not,
style?
but I mean,
Well,
it's an old spell.
If you go into, like, the compendium and you type in miniature, you can get,
Thank you. It is a spell.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You shrink the target to roughly the size of a coin with negligible bulk. One non-magical object up to 20 cubic feet and up to 80 bulk. Lasts till your next daily prep. You could totally turn that cannon into a coin.
Yeah, because there's marvelous miniature things that you could buy.
How cool is that? That's fucking awesome.
I want a
Yeah.
marvelous miniature boat. That's been on my list of things ever since I seen it.
Just shrink the boat down.
A level 8. That's it. That gets you a cutter. That's a decent sized boat.
I don't need maybe something quite so fancy, but I'm like, the amount of times we've gotten to water and we're like, fuck, we gotta cross that. Like,
It takes 10 minutes to cast shrink item too. Jesus.
That's such size. 20 cubic feet and up to 80 bulk. It's not going to get you a cutter, but it gets you a cannon for sure.
Get you a lot of things. Hopefully, it gets you a cannon and some powder and some ammo.
Where are you guys headed? What's the plan? You guys staying down here? You guys prepared and able to get out?
this one's cool.
I did prepare fly when we rested, but I can only cast it 3 times.
I mean, if we rest,
That would
I
be
could
enough.
I could prepare more stuff. I was all in on the whole stopping the thing, kind of to an extreme degree. So
Yeah,
think we'd make it
I
this
thought I
far?
was gonna fly around and shoot fireballs at it, but that never happened.
Hey, buddy.
Wait, stopping the what? Oh, the shrieking thing?
The deep one, the great old one.
What, you killed it, I thought.
Killed all the things.
Yeah, but we prepared all our spells doing that. That's what he said.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Yeah.
We can rest. I mean, I'm fine with that.
You guys got down here with less than 3 fly spells, so.
Yeah, but getting
We got-
down is. I guess is there still a rope dangling there?
Yes.
But like Morty, I guess Morty can climb up.
Well, if Morty flies and you and Willow ride him, Oak can climb or insect or she can do stuff, right? She doesn't need transport.
Well, can Morty mountain goat up the wall?
Climb up.
Or is it
Yeah, just be very slow.
Yeah.
Like how they go up the wall. You know, they're not moving any type of full clip. But yeah, with 3 flies, you guys could get out. You know, it takes time.
A little bit of spider climb. Yeah.
What shapes do you have? I'm sure Oak has something with a climb
Pterodactyl.
speed too.
I can pest form it. It gives me a fly speed. And a bunch of my shit can also climb too. But yeah, I think pest form would be my best bet and just flying out.
Yeah.
If you guys are
Just-
looking to get up and out of here with, you know, and not any not gonna spend too much time, maybe you guys meta all that out. If you guys have fly spells, climb speeds, insect stuff, if that's the goal, is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah. I guess we could give Morty fly, and then Morty could do like round trips, right? Because the last 5 minutes.
I can climb up the rope. The rope is still a thing. I mean, but
You guys backtrack it out of the subterranean cavern, leaving the very lucrative mining facility to the gnomes. A deal was made, bargain was struck. You told them to expect some people. I'm sure they'll know your people when they see them.
we should send gnomes so that they can, communicate.
You guys backtrack all the way up to the point where you're back in that massive fungus, where those mushrooms go up 200-300 feet in the air, have 50 to 100-foot wide mushroom caps. There's those immense jellyfish-like creatures that float slowly and seem to like suck in a bunch of spores and then discharge them. And then there's huge like fireballs of light that come out of them temporarily that slowly fades over about a minute. It was, you guys used a series of mushrooms to jump and kind of climb to get down here. And this is where you're kind of like, all right, we got to start climbing, we got to start flying, and that's what you guys are doing? Yes?
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna be King Kong, and I'm gonna carry King Aldrich up while I climb as an ape, because that's just a great fucking idea. Thank you, Willow.
This is a great visual. I feel like we need this drawn up. Thing needs to be animated comic strips. Turn this big ape, your reverse King Kong situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
He's your Jane. He wants Jane, right?
It's
I
Tarzan
think
for
it's
sure.
Tarzan.
Oh, Tarzan. That's what you. Yeah, you're right. Up you guys go. Anyone an expert in survival?
An expert. Let's see. No.
If not, trained is fine. Just give me a
I'm
survival.
a master in survival.
Oh, this is
Sheesh.
a
Aren't you fancy?
Hold mobber
Big.
as he sips tea as he
Duh.
rides Morty and looks at the tracks. Get done up by Aldrich. Only
What'd you roll?
trained.
Followed by
19.
Oak.
19. Jesus. All right. Well, crushing it. You guys see all kinds of like clawed passage from some large flying creature. This is where you guys remember seeing that Vescivore queen fly up and like away from you guys. You guys continue to follow upward. You get to the part where you're seeing the ropes, Willow. You see the crack up in the floor where you guys fought the big wraith, and the wraith flew down into this hole. The floor of this next level of the cave, as you guys pull yourselves up and out, remember, is rather thin. It's almost like a false floor. You can see more passage of this creature as it like struggled to move through some tight corridors. You get to the point where you had to squeeze through an area where you encountered Flintlock and got the ghost of the old soldier there. That spot we had to squeeze through is almost like 5 feet in diameter now. Something has ripped this whole area open and dug its way.
Damn it.
We expected this.
Hey guys, I did a survival check, and this is the demon thing.
I should know better. I'm like thinking 25 in my head, but everyone just demolished it. This thing obviously made it into this portion of the gold mine. You continue following out. You guys can see for the first time in several days. It's what looks like sunlight. It's about 2, 3 in the afternoon as you guys get outside and shadows break, and outside of darkness, you guys are in the day outside of the gold mine.
Fresh air. Like I was under there for days. It's tough governing the land and owning everything inside of it.
Oh, look at these beautiful mountains and the sky and the clouds.
Blue sky, clouds, green grass. The terrain isn't quite this hilly, what you guys are looking at. It's the closest thing I got right now. But there are some immediate hills, as you guys can see. Beyond, it turns into low-lying green grass, yellow fields. An area you guys are very familiar with. It leads towards Roslyn, towards up and out of the green belt. Peaceful, more pleasant areas, towards more civilization. Does everyone remember what you guys were doing? Where you guys are actually headed, the plan?
Don't.
Gold mine? Varnhold?
Yep. This is only the first stop on
Yeah,
this
this was
trip.
like our detour. Yeah.
Varnhold.
And we have to get back for the hunt, right?
That was several weeks, I think, 3 weeks or so you guys had.
Okay.
Well, plenty of time left in the day. You guys brought horses. I thought. Oh. Yeah. 2. You guys let them take. Okay. It takes about 30 minutes or so. Oak, Dizzy, those are survival. Horses have strayed. Some of them better part of a mile or so from where you guys left them to free graze, and they hear your calls, and you guys have had some of these horses for quite some time now, and you guys gather them back up and head off. From here, put you guys off the pretty scene here real quick.
Nice
Leaving the
little
gold mine behind feels different. Days you got stone above you beneath mountains. You guys have faced ancient evils and wraiths, dragon fires, and some deep things best left forgotten. That glowing fungal forest and distant mechanical heartbeats. You guys still kind of hear them a little bit and see them as you guys. It's almost like you're right back there, but you guys are back in the Roslyn hinterlands, and it feels surreal and peaceful.
Yeah, this is nice.
You guys have about a day's worth of travel, so you guys got 1 hex left of movement, and
Maya will break out all the maps and books and stuff and just try and figure out about how long it's going to take to get there. Just trying to plot a longer course of travel.
No stops to 2 hexes per day. It'll probably take you about 3 or 4 days to get to Varnhold.
Is there anything
You
else we need to do?
you guys can actually get 3 hexes being on horses. Horse gives you an extra one on being mounted, and I think you guys have an ability using all these maps that gives you an extra exploration.
In most terrains, yes, but not in all. I think open field it doesn't do anything. But forests,
It's
rivers, swamps, and mountains.
no plains. This would be like plains. All right. Well,
Plains.
you guys progress. So maybe you guys just forward a little bit. Set up camp. Yep, you're not coming through, man.
I see it's red now. We had discussed maybe needing to. Is this the road? Possibly
That's the road.
taking
This is Oleg's.
the road up and over. 'Cause that's what path we thought the noble would take. Easier to track him if we follow the path he may have taken.
I think the group's like, what noble right now?
It's okay, that's what I'm here for.
We explore hexes as we move through them too, or is that extra actions?
It's to recon a hex. It's a hexploration. Dizzy, you were going to say something.
Yeah. In the morning, I don't know if it's morning yet, but I'm going to try and send a message back to the capital.
Varnhold? No, Staghold.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here.
Stag's Crossing.
Stag's Crossing. Probably asking Maya / Alderic to write it, but just like I'll offer the services of an animal messenger to try and get a message back to, probably addressed to Valerie on like what went on, so that they could start the preparations for sending some manpower down there.
Okay. Yep. Getting it started. And the noble in question, this face might look familiar. Edrist Hanviki. They came to the Stolen Lands as brothers, and this was Edrist. He's worried about his brother Temin, who was supposed to make a trip to Varnhold and had been returned back to your kingdom weeks ago. Worried some ill fate may have befallen him. But yeah, you guys set up camp. You've been through much of this territory. You're a few miles from Oleg's trading post, and nighttime comes, peaceful, under the stars, and early morning, messengers go out, and you guys continue north, passing through Oleg's, and sure enough, you find a rather happy Oleg and Svetlana here. Having been relieved from his duties, spending a little more day in your capital, you kind of beelined it back home. I imagine you guys pass through and exchange some words and maybe get lunch there or whatever. Anybody wanting any supplies, basic necessities? He's got some, healing potions, and if not, you guys get back right on the road.
I had not had the pleasure.
Oleg? He's the one whose job you took.
Oh.
Yeah, you met him
I
at
was,
the big
I
feast.
was, yeah. I was looking at the picture of the noble. Is that?
Mm.
I got confused.
Yeah, you met Oleg. This is Oleg.
Yeah, no, the
Yes.
noble was from uh, an audience before you joined the group.
Yep, the
Ah.
first batch of audience members. Yeah.
We had taken a path off the main road to go, and we did like this way. But we were educated that civilized people don't do that. And that we should try the road because that's the path he would have taken.
Faster, probably.
And again, if anybody has stuff they want to do as you guys travel, just be like, Obi, DM, fucking slow the fuck down. I want to do stuff. But pleasantries are exchanged with Oleg. You guys have some little lunch, and Svetlana packs you guys up a little basket full of sandwiches and a nice fresh like jar of honey and some bread. You guys get on a road and head east. It's not busy on the road, but you guys see quite a bit more travelers than you were expecting. You see a couple of fishermen that have like a wagon being pulled behind them. You can see all kinds of fishing gear, and you can see what looks like a barrel that looks like it's packed full of ice and fish. Not more than 2-3 miles later, you see a small camp. Looks like there's 3 gentlemen packing up a campsite, putting some tents away. And it looks like they just got done finished cleaning an animal. As you get closer, it looks like a wild boar. The road does give you plus being on horses. You guys can move a whole extra hex as well. 30 miles, 40 miles kind of under your belt already this day, and you see more and more people kind of like coming as you guys kind of exchange, like I said, some conversation with them. A lot of them recognize you by description at this point. Many of them say that they're actually planning to do a little more hunting and gathering some supplies at Oleg, and then they plan to head south to some budding kingdom where many hands are needed.
Nice. And so they have a lot of like baggage with them. I don't want to say baggage.
Some do. It's a mix of individuals and at different intervals. The fishermen were bringing what looked like several barrels of ice packed with fish, and they were also heading south once they passed through Oleg. They were going to try to get more ice and head down to your capital with a bunch of fish, and talking about trying to open up and get their fishing enterprise opened up down there. They heard a pier or something was just built.
Yes, there was a pier. This is true.
It's a mix of workers, settlers, and kind of like hunters and trappers that kind of just work this road in a little half a dozen mile radius, in and around this vicinity. Pretty popular hunting ground, like this whole little road north and south of it. You see dozens of little campsites, most of them, not people not there, but old campsites. And it's been some time since your group has taken this road. You guys set up your own camp, and morning comes, and as you guys continue traveling east, you notice when you guys took this road yourselves, geez, 6
Look
months
at that
ago,
patches
maybe, real
on a
game
rag
time.
instead.
Uh,
On a rag instead.
it wasn't anywhere near as worn and beaten down as it is. And you see a side paths in all different, like every couple of miles that start to like break south as like wagons have turned off the road and formed little smaller trails, all kind of breaking south towards your kingdom. Staying on the road, you guys continue 3 more hexes. You guys get within sight of the Crooked Falls and the Shrike River. Set up another camp overlooking the waterfalls here, closer to Navictus Crossing, one of your homes there, Willow. Many travelers, hunters, same thing, come, and some even offer to come sit at your campsite here and there and share tales, and are baffled to find out who you are if you guys openly share that. Some recognize you can tell without much exchange, but morning comes again, and by late afternoon you can see chimney fires and several dozen small structures, houses, things like that up in the distance, and you guys all know this is Navictus Crossing. Navictus Crossing. I feel like I've been talking a while. You guys talk.
Yep.
What's been happening? You guys have been traveling for 3 days. Talk to me about what's been said amongst the group.
I was redoing my entire spell list after we rushed the first. To be honest.
Sorry.
Obliterating my spell list for something super niche is so much work to fix.
Can you make multiple?
Yeah. You can, but
They can do a prepared list, and then they could just drag that onto their list, so it's easier.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you can do like multiple prepared lists.
Probably. You just have to be
can, and just have
careful.
multiple lists that show ranks of spells, but I mean, I have multiple lists already.
It's funny the prepared spell list I see Dizzy just has been growing so much over the campaign.
I meant like a spell book thing. Like,
All the shit that becomes useful as you guys get into new challenges.
Yeah, I just had to change the spells I was picking.
As you maybe slow down here, not pushing a third hex of travel, I'm not sure if Willow expresses any want to, but it's the biggest piece of civilization that you guys have seen besides your own capital.
she would want to stop in because this would definitely be a place that he would stop in. If he made it this far, he would definitely have stopped in, and that would be the first actual sign that we've found that he's actually made it to this point.
Well, the Shrike River is no joke. It's about a half a mile wide, and it runs at a pretty good clip. And there's crazy goers that actually do rapids and stuff. Those crooked falls that you guys were just at, it's like a series of big plunging waterfalls that go down, and yeah. So to cross the Shrike River, this is like the most reliable, safest spot, and there's a big bridge that crosses right here over the Shrike River, goes into other territory. There's another one there. Yes, if you keep going up the road, this is Restov, just about 15 miles away.
This is Navictus Crossing where we're at, right?
Yep, right here.
Yeah.
Right here is Restov.
Yeah, she would want to stop in and talk to Mama Gore and see if he's been found.
Oak, when you first got here, you were kind of on guard. This is a hubbub of hunters, trappers, fishers, and traders that kind of specialize in furs and meat. For also the first time, as you guys kind of get in here and start hearing some dialogue, you're not hearing... You do hear the mention of Varnhold here and there, people going where they're headed to. You hear some few people of aristocracy that talk about investments, but you hear Varnhold being discussed equally and just as much. Many traders, travelers, settlers sound like they're taking south and crossing the bridge to head down towards Varnhold. It's closer.
It's closer. That makes sense.
Oak would like to beat one of the hunters up.
They ain't
You
poachers.
got into a fight, I think, the first time here. Or almost
Yeah,
did.
They ain't poachers.
He's consistent.
People
What
need to
you're saying.
eat. What do you think we do every time we set a camp? We go out, we find fucking something to eat, we kill it, we clean it, and we eat it.
I don't think I named
Use
the scene.
They're doing the same thing, hun. They ain't wasting nothing. The skins are getting used to keep families warm in the winter. Bones are being used for weapon and tableware.
Cycle of nature.
I found it.
Mama Gore don't let none of that bullshit go on here.
The first tavern after you guys left. Jesus.
Rest
the
off.
place. Rest off, yeah. Who's missing?
Maya.
Maya.
And that's it.
Still have my temp hit points.
Yep, you have to
Yeah,
remove
those are
those
gone.
manually.
You have shit that meal out 2 days ago. As you guys kind of walk in, and takes her a minute to actually see, but Mama Gorvenka here, the proprietor of the tavern, and Willow's kind of adopted mom. Well, Albie, look at you, all grown up, looking like you've been hitting the road. The road's been hitting you in the face.
Both? Yep.
That cutlery serving you well?
Yeah. And she's gonna like pull out like the shiny ones, like the one that's flaming, and then she's gonna be like, and watch this, and she's gonna take the returning one and like flick it at the dartboard and like put her hand up to catch it.
You could put somebody's eye out with that thing. You know that, right?
I have taken out so many eyeballs. It's fantastic.
Oh my God. You are not the tiny little Willow that I left behind. You folks hungry? She calls out and gets some meals and drinks brought out for everybody. And you guys spending the whole night here in the Victus Crossing? It is late afternoon. You guys used 2 of your travel hexes to get this far.
Rush of requests. Henvinky. Brother 10. Okay. Food sounds great. Our big thing is trying to see if there's a fancy feller that came through here a few weeks back, maybe.
There's been more fancy fellers passing through here than I know what to do with. A lot of them heading your way, a lot of them heading south.
Don't know if I have a physical description of him.
This one's got a narrow head and a weird chin.
His name's Tenon Hanvicki. He probably would have seemed real weird because he's a fancy folk, but he didn't bring no guards with him. He's like a self-reliant fancy folk.
Maybe 100 pounds soaking wet.
Maybe.
Somebody like that crawled in here, barely made it alive. Actually, a couple hunters found him on the road about a mile outside town. We fed him, let him stay in the tavern here a few days. But he insisted. He wanted to go to Varnhold alone, said it was urgent.
How long ago did he leave?
Oh gosh, he probably at least 10, 15 days ago. Said he had a bunch of business in Varnhold, said he'd be staying there a while and heading back. I hadn't seen him now that you mention it. I don't think he's been back through. Well, if he had, I hadn't seen him.
Wondering if it's worth sending out some critter scouts around the area.
You know, some people just aren't fit for the road, and, you know, he looked like one of them. He came in
Send
here
some
covered in
birds.
all kinds of scrapes and bruises and bug bites.
Yeah, his brother looks like a gust of wind would take him out, so that tracks.
Well, y'all are welcome to stay the night. We're cooking up a big feast, and well, as we always do, and you're welcome as always, Willow. Always happy to have you. Don't suppose you got any word of Rose? Is she okay?
Not beyond what we talked about, no. We ain't seen her since, and there ain't been no words about her, so I'm hoping she's not causing more trouble, but I need to find her soon. I still don't know what to do, even if we do find her. Because bless her little heart, she's just, well, she's crooked, and I mean to set her right.
What does that mean? Set her right. Like a quick swift in the ass, smack her in the back of the head, or put her in the ground.
Roundabout way of saying she's possessed and I need to exorcise her, like an upside down crucifix.
Okay, so none of the above. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't about to commit siblingicide.
As we're at 9:30, real quick. Playtime window. There were some adjustments made for 7:30, 10:30.
Joey
is
stepped
everyone's-
away. I don't know if he's. Oh, is he
I
back?
thought he said
I
back.
see he back. Okay, I have my
I'm back.
notes over that, so I couldn't see that. Sorry.
So I can maybe mentally pace myself. Is that Joey, Matt, Lindsay? What's everyone's status?
That works for
What
me.
is the
Still.
question? Keeping 7:30 to 10:30?
Past 10.
I'm open for whatever. I can do 7:30, 10:30. We can expand it and go 7 to I don't know, whatever everyone's open with. I'll make sure we're all on board.
If I go back to 7, if it gives us a little bit more time back, fine with that. If everybody wants to do that, keep it.
Yeah, that works.
It's up to everybody.
I'm down with that.
We haven't taken a break yet. Why don't we just do a quick little fiver here real quick and get you guys back on the road? Kids are on summer now, so I don't have to get up at 5 a.m. to take Jace to school on Monday anymore. Take him to a bus stop, so 6 a.m., whatever.
Yeah, still
5.
got to get up pretty early for work, so wouldn't really want to go past like 10:30 or 11 at the latest, but could start early again and get a half hour in.
Maximize it? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, quick little break time and see you guys in a few minutes.
Be right back, peeps. We're back, animals.
Filthy animal.
Any activities during the night, during the morning, while you're in Invictus Crossing, surrounded by some new populace, new society, people, any civilization that frequents Brestov, or as you guys head out?
I mean, breakfast is probably going to be on the table. And I don't know what other accommodations they really have here. I can be taken advantage of, but if all they have is a bed, that will work.
They got food. They got the best food. This is where I learned my craft.
Oh, I mentioned breakfast. I just don't know if they have like spa or like a lounge or.
No, definitely not
No.
that high.
There's a river right down the road. If you're fucking dirty, just, dip your feet in there and wash your pits.
I'm
Yeah, the
trained
Lord's
in
Spa.
society. I was just asking.
You do overhear a rumor of. You hear a description of the creature first, and you hear wings and striped fur and a long tail with quills, extremely aggressive and predatorial. Another rumor is that the centaurs are hunting this creature, and then you hear another report that that's all wrong. That these creatures are invasive and are actually hunting and disrupting the centaurs far to the east. Actually, not too southeast, in southeast direction.
Do we need a centaur army? Maybe they'll join us if we kill this beast.
Guys, head south or prepare to leave.
Is multiple eyes on this rumor? Or
Like what they're describing, does that have multiple eyes, or did multiple
Yes.
people see it?
does this thing have multiple eyes?
No eyes aren't really mentioned in any of its description. You can give me or anyone that wants to can give me a nature or arcana roll.
Above ground.
Oh, poor Dizzy. Maya and Oak, you guys got this thing almost on the dot. None of you have ever seen one. You know what, Oak, because you would have never read about a thing, I'm going to say perhaps animals spoke of a creature that visited the wood when you were growing up. It visited temporary, and it quickly became the apex predator, and everything in the wood feared it, from bears to wolves, packs of wolves, everything that you can think of. Even you sought shelter a few times when this thing was preyed in your wood before it left. You've seen it once or twice, and it's some things about striped fur and barbed tail kind of like resonates. Maya, in the book studier, you recall a picture book with some like statistical information about size and things to be wary of, and you're pretty sure the creature being described is this: a manticore.
Oh, okay. It's not the
Can we
thing we
ride
let
it?
out of the underdog. Yeah, you can ride inside of its mouth while it flies off with you.
You can ride it
Large,
once.
tiger-sized creatures with projectile barbed tails. But the rumor that is being described is not one of these creatures, it's an entire pack.
Can I recall knowledge to see what I know about these creatures?
I kind of just gave you a lot. They fly.
Sure.
They're very aggressive, and they have ranged projectiles that come from their tails.
Gotcha. Yep. Fair.
Very keen senses of smell and eyes. All their senses are pretty heightened.
Do we know what it's
super
weak to?
predators. Not weak or resistant to really anything. It's a not quite a natural creature, but very close. It would die like any tiger would. Might be harder because it can fly and shoot shit at you from the sky, but
How far of a detour would this creature be? From like Varnhold?
you're not sure. There, you don't. The context of the rumor was exceptionally vague. Somewhere to the southwest in Nomen Centaur territory. Nomen Centaur territory is the first time any of you are really hearing that with that word. If you have society, give me a 25 society check. Damn. Wanderer. Spending some time in Restov and other things. Yeah, you're quite well read. Nomen Centaurs, at least from what you recall, used to be a very noble clan or faction of centaurs, at least in the decades past. And they are known to dominate basically all the plains and lands directly south and east of Restov. So this is Restov. Something like this.
Whoa, hold on. We're on
Is-
the wrong screen.
Whoop. Sorry.
Do that again. At least I was. I don't know if it is.
That show up?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
World map.
Some huge area of 30, 40, 50, 60, unknown to you exactly, but what you recall is a massive chunk of plains and flat grounds and south and east of Restov is kind of like Nomen Centaur land. Now, something else with your good roll, there was a huge internal war that happened to them recently in like the last 3 to 5 years. And their aggressiveness has shrunk, and there's burial mounds all throughout their territory, which they deem super sacred. There's still plenty of Nomen Centaurs around, but they're kind of scattered. So it could be anywhere. You hear rumors of manticores and centaurs fighting somewhere southeast of Restov.
All right.
It sounds like a Restov problem to me, but we should probably be on our toes in case it comes by us.
May also be a chance to form some new alliances, whether it's trade or military alliance.
I can see the benefit. It's a little nomad centaurs. Oh, you did put it on there.
I did. That's what I do. All of these notes on here, those were all me.
Anything else before you guys set out?
Breakfast in our stomachs is all requirement.
Willow's turned into a cat and peed on like every hunter in the inn. While they were sleeping for like, maximum effect, of course.
As you guys go to head south, away from Victus Crossing, you guys head across the bridge, and you guys make it to one side. Halfway across the bridge, Fionn Baylor stops. Found us. For some time, I must take my separate path. Since seeing the second dragon, there's something I must take care of. It's personal, and I am honor bound to see it through. He begins to shed what he's carrying. Big bag of holding. Until there's no backpack, just his clothes, his guns, his firearms. No, he's got everything. He just drops his bags, his backpack, everything that he would be carrying, not wearing. Drops them on the bridge. I've kept these things safe. But the coins are mine. I will need them. And you see Fionn's eyes begin to turn orange and his shape begin to change. His body enlarges. Red scales burn away flesh, and in a matter of moments, a large shape leaps up off the bridge, flaps its wings a few times, circles around your group once, twice, and roars like kind of triumphantly and flies towards Restov.
He just waves. He's like, "Bye, Fionn."
Willow's just
Bye,
gonna like
Fionn.
lean over. I'm kinda maybe a little glad I didn't succeed in setting him up with Valerie. Poor girl. And she's just like waving, thinking about the awkwardness of that in the bedroom.
As you look at the things left there, on top of his backpack, kind of like tied to it, are a series of bundled letters. There's a letter written to each one of you. There's a letter to Valerie. There's a letter to Lindsay. And there's a letter to Amiri.
His mouth is just wide open at this point. Did you all knew about this?
Nope.
Hell no.
I did not see that coming.
Truly and really, no, I didn't see that coming at all.
Hold on, let me see if I can do this. See how badly I do this.
Did he take her whole bank with him?
No, she puts her back. Everything that he was carrying, and I'm gonna put it on the ground, but I'm gonna drag it onto you all.
Yeah,
Oh.
I totally knew about that. He totally confided in me. We were like he's like my little brother, you know.
Are you making this up?
I don't know.
You rolled a deception check,
rolled a
and
deception.
I'm believing it.
All right, Aldrich, you have the spacious pouch of Fionn. There's a lot in there.
At the same time, I'm in disbelief. You confided in a dragon.
No, he confided in me, but it was all hush hush, need to know, and well, I guess now y'all need to know. So,
Why would he confide
And
in you?
cause he was like my little
and you
brother,
needed to know.
we were so close. You know how many late nights we had together, talking about, boys and girls, and boys and
No.
girls.
Keep telling us about it.
You weren't wrong, Oak. It is Nomen. It's Nomen. It's not Nomad Centaurs either.
Nomen.
It is Nomen.
Gnome.
Okay, so we're just all wrong. Got it.
Centaurs
She's like tiny ass
Nomen.
centaurs. She's imagining tiny ass centaurs.
Gnome.
No, I was imagining gnomes
Bobby
riding
Ronan.
centaurs.
Or centaurs with gnome bodies, like upper
They're just tiny.
tiny little like
Oh my
midget.
god, little ponies.
Oh god, I died.
Pony.
I need-
Gnome centaur.
You know, Shy would already have AI on that right away in chat.
Yes,
Oh,
in the memes
literally
there would be a gnome pony in the chat already. Either that or Garv, one of the two of them would have a gnome pony in the chat.
All right. Anything else as beyond the lore? Last, who could be, I'll give you a society roll, Maya. The DC is going to be 30.
Spicy. Maya will draw on astrology. She's actually out in the stars for inspiration.
You never update the stream, babe. It still says the AFK one. Stream good.
What?
The stream still got the. Oh no, it doesn't. That's fixed. Sorry.
Could we roll using Hero Point?
You could. The night is nigh.
There, 30.
Dang. You're not even sure how many times you've heard Fion's last name mentioned in your presence. With the letters and what he said, as he changes into a red dragon, you know the history of Brevoy quite well. But what you witness doesn't make sense because it's in history books there are no living heirs or survivors from Coral the Conqueror and those that could claim the Ruby Throne. You see the shape change. You hear Balor. A bastard son was supposed to have been killed when he was 7 years old, about 30-something years ago. Before you were even born. Death certificate, everything is all legit. The last of the Balors supposedly died 32 years ago.
And there's hope? Question mark.
Fion's alive and just turned into a red dragon.
Yes, but the question is,
And has
does
possible a
ancestor
very rightful
Coral the
claim
Conqueror-
to.
Yeah. Is that a good thing though? I mean, I met Fion. I don't know. There'll be need some thought.
Yeah, that's a lot to
We have-
unpack right there because there's a lot of political shit going down in Brevoy right now, and
that could definitely be a wrench in a lot
God
of
forbid a real heir of the throne show up in dragon form and stir the pot. And anyways, that's not for they can't mess with you guys because you guys are separate
today.
faction.
That's
You
not
guys
today.
head
We have our own problems. We have a kingdom. We
head
have a large
south.
kingdom.
You guys got your own kingdom, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the last
So,
you see.
I can appreciate the gnome pony in the memes. Thank you guys.
Wait, we got one?
Yes, official. There's
Let's
a
check
gnome
it out.
pony. A gnome pony centaur. A
A
gnome
Gnomon centaur.
centaur.
I wanted full horse body though, and a
That
tiny.
is straight up My Little Pony though.
Pony.
That is too cute though. That's actually cute
That's
and balanced.
that's my
good.
little gnome.
Neverwinter,
okay?
Fandelver. What the heck? I know those places.
That might be my next character, honestly.
That might be my next character.
I lost my rib cage, but I have a second one, so I'm okay.
I'm a Gnomon centaur. You guys head south, cross the bridge out into Victus Crossing. Road helping you guys. There's travelers that you guys either catch up with or pass. You guys have horses, and some are just carrying, slowly pulling some wagons. But it looks like there's a group of hunters, and a mile or two ahead, as you guys kind of pass the hunters who are walking on foot, there's another. Looks like a whole family. They got a wagon, some horses. Looks like a guard is actually escorting them as they head south. Give me survival checks as you guys get to this point here.
One good roll tonight.
One good roll.
Who got the 20?
Oh shit!
Mr. Coyote
Nice,
Cloak over
Diz.
there.
Dizzy on a natural 20. As you're walking along the road, there is a vine that comes up right next up to you, turns into like a flower, blooms, and then dies. And you can see where that vine comes from. It was like nature itself was giving you a sign that something was this way. Aldrich with a 28 and Willow with a 30. You see some like carrion birds out in the distance, circling a very wide area, like to the south and to the west. But Dizzy on a 39, natural 20. You see this vine come and reveal itself to you, and you follow it over to the edge of the road, kind of like overlooking like a deep little, like 30-foot little gulch that goes down and then back up, and then you can see the river just beyond that. You see a body down there, crumpled. It looks like its leg got stuck in like a little crack as it like slipped or something. It's really hard to determine, but its leg is stuck in the cliff wall or like ravine, and it's kind of broken, and you can see bugs and birds have kind of picked it all apart. Very small looking humanoid figure.
I'll point it out to the group. We should go check that out.
It looks dead, huh?
It looks dead. You climb down, look closer, and it was definitely a human man. He's got his clothes on still. You can see like his front zipper and stuff are like undone. Like possibly he was taking a piss or something. And you look back up like the ravine, and you see some broken earth. Like he he just got too close to the ledge, and some rock broke underneath his feet while he was pissing, and down he went. Got stuck. His leg broke here in the crack, and looks like he just died right here.
This is our human man that we're looking for.
Searching him over, you find
Looking for a signet ring.
You find a pearl. His corpse still wears mother of a pearl brooch.
Oh, it's a brooch. That's right.
This is him. Rest in grease.
Izzy will take the brooch and pocket it so that we can return it as proof of death, I suppose.
I can't manually give you guys XP, but you guys get 40 XP for defeating this encounter. Is it glorious feeling?
It's
Feels better.
Everyone should be
Feels
40
XP.
452. I think is your totals now, right?
I'm at 512.
552.
Yeah, add 40. I can't do it myself. I can do it myself to each one of you, but I can't just hit a button and add. I should look into that. Maybe there's a mod for that. There's got to be a mod for that.
So 552.
552.
Done. Thank you.
You guys recover the brooch. Dizzy, what were you doing? I'm sorry.
I don't want to just leave his body there to slowly decay. But if there's anything that I would have noticed around that would, like, speed up the process so that he could return to nature, I would probably try and give him a burial in, like, somewhere where his body
quickly
would
burying
decompose nicely.
Yeah, pulling the remains out and quickly burying it would be the best method. If for a moment your mind crosses into like tossing him in the river or something, and if you do it, you'd want to weight it down because your mind thinks about, oh man, what if the body just flows down river all the way across Varnhold.
I'll help Dizzy.
But there's plenty of fishes and crabs that would probably eat it. You can bury it. A rock cairn burial is probably fitting. Maybe down there in the bottom of the ravine.
We could do that. If there's no carnivorous plants in the immediate vicinity,
There's
we'll
not.
begrudgingly agree.
I mean, rocks fucking took him. Rocks keep him. I'm just saying.
Rock and stone, brother.
Oh, Deep Rock Galactic's so good.
I'm not saying
You
a
been far
shallow
west yet?
grave. Fucking a rock burial is a straight up thing.
It is.
With the dead noble found, brooch recovered, quest complete. You guys continue
It's a shame
down,
that he
following.
didn't. I mean, does anyone want to? Does anyone want this body? I mean, I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Want this
ask if
body?
anyone wanted to say anything. I'll say something. I'm gonna look down at the grave.
I didn't know.
You
this
should have
noble, but
brought a
typically
fucking
nobles,
guard. Like a proper noble. May you rest in peace. How's that?
Yeah,
should have tried not to pee over a cliff like a proper noble.
You continue following the road, which seems to be pretty well traveled. You guys are on the other side of the Tors of Lebanese right now. So as you guys follow this road, directly west of you guys, just a few miles on the other side of the river, the cliffside just shoots up. In some places, a mile, if not higher. An immense mountain range. You guys have visited once before, but on the other side, over here at the lake. You guys did some fishing and stuff like that. You guys are on the other side, seeing it from another angle. The ledges here are much, much steeper. Up ahead, you guys can see a bunch of folks moving about, some tents set up, and wagons. Almost looks like gypsy folk that live like on the road and kind of like travel in and around a town 15 miles. You see 3-4 wagons all set up, tents set up and around there, very colorful little setup. And just past them is a bridge that looks very new. And you see some flags, banners displayed at the front of the bridge, which you recognize when Magar Varn came to visit. He brought some banners that were flagging us, showing the symbol of Varnhold. Which is a shield, then has a rake and what looks like a construction hammer crossing each other on it.
We got 2 swords and like, what is that, a shotgun? Or is that a third sword? Oh, it's like a dagger.
One, two. You guys got one more. So your last hex, as you guys continue traveling forward, about a mile outside away, you start to see chimney fire again. Oak, your super perceptive eyes out in the distance, you can see what looks like colorful tapestries on string, and you're not really sure, but you get closer and these look like kites being flown. The wind coming down through the mountains and the flatlands and the plains. There's like 20-30 people out here just off the road that got kites, and they're flying them out here, and big colorful displays of kids running around. But you guys progress into Varnhold. This is the terrain that you guys are seeing. Up ahead, you see a few dozen structures, people milling about. You can see what looks like several individuals with leather armor wearing that same tabard as before. Looks like a combination of hunter and guardsman.
I'm
You
starting
guys-
to understand the rake on there now.
As you guys get spotted, one of the kids like barely had his kite out, like reins it in real quick and goes running in, like, and before you guys fully arrive towards Varnhold, you can see like people are being announced, like you're being announced. Nobles are coming, adventurers, and you hear various terms get thrown out as you guys continue traveling south along the road. You guys are a few hundred yards outside, away from the buildings at this point, and anyone doing anything as you guys get closer yet?
I mean, my formal a formal annunciation of our arrival can come when we actually see some other nobles.
I think I'll raise my blazing banner that has our banner on it.
Yeah, our crest.
Yeah.
You get about 200 yards out, there's a big wooden palisade that kind of surrounds much of the town. There's a gate. Opens up. As the gate opens up, you can see many more of the structures. You see, looks like a brewery, some shrines, obvious smithy, a stable, a manor's estate, or a town hall, or something to that effect. But many more structures, and a group of a half a dozen figures kind of come out. One of them is on horseback, female, and Aldrich, you recognize her immediately.
She's the one that kicked your ass.
This is Adina Aldori.
Time for a rematch.
Welcome, my lord. We did not know of your arrival, and you sent no word. But you are welcome nonetheless. Magar extended his invitation, so we were hoping you were going to arrive at some point. So if we really knew of your arrival, we would have thrown proper festivities. I'm sorry at your arrival, the state that the town is in. But welcome to Varnhold.
Thank you. It's good to see you again. We don't require any festivities. I'm not sure exactly when we get here. We had other matters to attend to along the way, so.
Well, we're not going to start a huge next segment of RP stuff, but I will put you guys on to...
Is there a Varnhold map? Is it cooler than Stag's Crossing? Do I need to murder people and take over?
It's the one that comes with it, okay?
So we need to murder people and take over. I got it.
It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool.
It gives me a whole town, okay? So their whole village is on one map, where your kingdom spans.
However you want to fucking salt and pepper it.
They have one. Do they have a pier though?
No. Somebody oak.
I don't see anything. If that's.
Yeah. What? Oh,
Hold on, I'm putting you guys on there.
Okay.
Fix it.
Fix it. Make it better. Oh my god. What? Look at them with proper buildings and
You're
shit.
doing great, Obi. Don't worry.
Right? See, look at them. They're savages, man. They're savages.
What are we gonna offer if they want to
use
join?
silverware?
We'll set them up straight. We're gonna build a library and some schools and stuff. You know?
Jesus. You guys are already talking about taking over.
He
We can
comes
dam
for
that-
money.
And dam that river up, and then
Have they seen Morty?
put a pier up there.
Here. They got a little river. The river starts here, comes out of the mountains. But
Yeah, we could.
on the real, they have whoa. They have brewery houses. Parentheses 4 end parentheses. An inn, a shrine, a smithy, a stable, a tannery, a town hall, trade shop, gen cutter, trade shop potterer, trade shop tailorer, and trade shop weaver. Buildings all constructed. What's up?
Wow, we suck.
No. I mean, look, if they're doing all this to try and convince us to join Brackenhold, I mean, it's working.
He's a noble fucker. Okay, he already started out with money. Okay, his name is fucking
Look how
Magar
close they are
Varn.
to Restov. Okay. And they don't have to do non-kingdom turns. They just do nothing but kingdom turns over here.
And he's all like, Daddy,
Yeah, they don't even go out.
I want to make a kingdom. Give me some money. And he's all like, sure, son. And he's like, I'm going to name it Varnhold because I'm Magar Varn.
Whoa. No.
Yep.
Magar's actually way more self-made than that. He's like the 6th son in line. And he told you at the at Restov's party that
Listen,
he's like,
you let me hold on to what makes me feel better about how far they've come along.
he's a legit, not a bad guy. He's like,
I didn't say he was a bad guy.
there's no money. There was no money left from all the other sons before him or older, So he's got nothing left to claim. There's no money left to give him.
This sounds like.
So he's like, he's got to outmake his own claim.
He sounds like a real piece of shit.
Jesus.
I just want the record to show that Maya has been here for approximately half of an expedition, and our first big fight, Maya was fleeing while we defeated the boss, and now our first rival town that we roll up to, she's thinking of defecting, so...
That's
No.
This is why we keep you around.
I'm offering if Varnhold wants to be part of our kingdom. It's not defecting.
Wait a minute. Why don't
I
you be
heard
part of
I
their
might
kingdom?
join them. That, maybe not direct quote.
No. I said if they're doing all this stuff to advertise them wanting to join Breckenhold, I say it's working.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You guys are owed a kingdom.
That's what I said.
By this point, so they're level 5. You guys are 4, but we're behind on our kingdom turn, I think.
Yes.
Our kingdom,
We were
so-
supposed to do 2 before we even left, but we only did 1.
I know.
We shrank a couple of these buildings. And
Oh no, you guys are 5. You guys are 5.
Yeah, we should be like 7.
1 less than your level. Yeah, 7 or 8. Well, shit, you guys made it to Varnhold, almost 7:30. We're not gonna, like I said, we're not gonna start any next segments or anything like that. But a bunch of RP is gonna happen probably next sesh. Bunch of rumors. Maybe a secret or 2 will be disclosed about something.
Alright. Well, I do have us loaded
Good
up for a
stuff.
raid.
Gonna raid us?
I am. It's a new group we have not seen. They're playing Outlaws of Alkenstar. They are further than we are. Potential
minute, spoiler.
spoilers. Potential. Don't look. It's in town. There's nothing crazy going
at
on
our
right now.
rate, it might be like a year before we're there.
Pretty much. So
Sorry.
I'm gonna go
No,
ahead and
it-
send us in a
Come on
raid.
now.
If you're not in the channel, get in the channel and be cool so that we can all raid together.
I always have to find the link again.
You should be following me. And then you just click on
Right, yeah.
follow.
Tokens? Is that how it works?
Yeah. I'll pop up right there for you.
Yo, resubscribe 30% off. If I don't do that, I'm basically losing money.
Is that how that is? You're losing money by spending money on us? I like this.
But I get 30% off. If I don't do it now, I will lose money. Isn't that how it works?
Maybe.
That's how they want you to think it works. Anyway.
It's girl math.
Considering you're paying
It's on
yourself and you're getting a
sale.
discount to pay yourself. This sounds like math.
Yeah, but
What am I supposed to do with all Fion's stuff in my bags? This is a lot of stuff.
I don't know.
I mean,
Alright, I am sending
we'll
us
go to
over.
the tavern and we'll figure out what we're doing with it.
There's a lot of shit in there.
I need to
We
like.
may have to sell
see.
some of it.
Oh, we're selling most of it. I want to see if somebody can recreate this elixir for me and just make them. This
yeah,
Elsie's
might have to find
excellent
it.
bottled vin temporarily removes 1 clumsy. Can I use that to get rid of my sword clumsy for 8 hours?